Alright, so here we are again. We're going to run this toss. I think this is the one that he breaks. And watch him shoot right through there. See, he's going to have more success actually running between blockers. Uh, and that's how you run a toss with this guy. So you can do it. He does have the speed. You just have to run it in different ways, with different backs. Whereas with the with the speedier guys, you're actually trying to hit the edge, and if they happen to over pursue, then you can cut it back and maybe gain 5 or 6. Uh, so that was that. All right, so here we go. So now the defensive adjustments are in, and let's go. And now you'll get to see how I would run the 4-6 scheme with the Steelers. Now once I see, and you do it differently for different people. Like I have maybe about 12 videos, and you'll see that I'm kind of adjusting my my style to whatever that player is doing. So this is how I would do it against a guy who is predominantly running, but does have passing threats that you have to respect. And I come out with that 3 deep spy. See the lineman shooting to stop the run, have people shooting in the middle, have that linebacker spying the middle, so he's right into that position. You're getting nothing. Because you got the outside, you got the penetration inside, and you also have that linebacker there to kind of, and because his awareness is so high, if they ran out wide or inside, he's still going to stop it. He's still going to be there. What did I do here? Now I was pretty sure he's going to pass, so I think I'm coming inside blitz. And you see there, Polamalu, and that's what I mean. You have to get the blitz in quick on these guys. Not so much on Polamalu, but if he would have went corner, because there. So they're going to be into position early. If you call the right blitz, if you can get pressure on, they're gonna bat that ball down, even the corners. But you have to. Here we go again. You have to get it early. Inside blitz, and see there's the linebacker again, Timmons, and that guy was a middle backer, but his speed was so high. I'm like, he could play outside, and that allowed me to put Harrison at the end, and so now you can't run on Harrison because of. He has strength, right? And if I drop Harrison into some coverage where the end is dropping in a coverage, he can cover the full field. And so now we know he's passing, right? So I think I'm trying to take away the 10-yard routes. And I think I dropped Harrison. Look, I dropped Harrison. There's the pick. If you look at that play again, notice that I dropped Harrison. And that's what I meant about these guys. See, if you call the right play, these guys, they cover their zones very well. Like if you have like the Cleveland Browns or something like that, even if you call the right play, there's still a high possibility that a good accurate quarterback can squeeze it through. On these guys, yeah, they might get a couple in, but they're also going to get a couple picks too. So that was my main priority was to stop the run early so that I could get him into a situation where he had to pass, and then I could call a zone into that. But I was saying on that interception play, watch how Harrison, I drop him into the curl flats, meaning if you throw that quick hook into his area or that quick curl, he's going to get it. If you throw to the flats, he's going to go stop it for like a 2-3 yard gain. And even if you go curl flats, which is deeper, he has the speed to cover. So Harrison at the end makes it very versatile. And here I got out of my West Coast formation, and sure enough, right? I'm trying to go deep. Just stick to the West Coast guys. Every now and then, yeah, take a shot, but if you're running the West Coast, run the West Coast. But yes, that's what the Niners used to do. They used to go short, and then they would eventually, and there's how he has to run, even though there was not much blocking. And then they would try and get Rice or Taylor deep.
This will be a 37-yard field goal. splits the upright. So that will make the score the Steelers 17, the Bengals 7. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Reed is ready to kick this one off.
Let's see, and I think I'm still in the mindset of stopping the run. I just, he already showed me what he likes to do, and he's just not gonna be able to execute running the ball on me. It's just the defense is too good if you call the right plays. And that 4-6 3 deep spy, awesome for the run, guys. When you know somebody's just gonna come out and run, you don't have a guess. And even if they do, you have 3 deep, and you have a couple guys manned up, I think, too. So. Now, what did I do here? I did safe, just to show you, the zones. And see, that's what I'm saying. They're like, they weren't even in those zones. They were just in the general area, and you're only going to get 5. And that's what a good team does. He comes out in 4 wide. Now, if this was the Raiders, everyone knows what I would do. I would be in that strong safety blitz, and we would still get it off. I'm going to drop Harrison into that curl flats, as you can see there. And I'm going to force him to make a great throw. They just, if you fire it, if you try and fire it in there, these backers, they're going to get it. They're tall, they're fast, they're athletic, they're aware. And if you try and float it, Palomala's going to get it. So the zones work really well in here, especially if you mix in pressure, so that they're not decisive, so that they're waiting.
And third down, 5 for the first. Ball on the 32-yard line.
Again, I dropped Harrison into that curl flats. See, they're really not, these guys, they play these zones very well. This is what and the Raiders, they don't play zones this well. The reason being is because the linebackers are not as aware. The Raiders play great man defense. And I'm going to just keep running this because I have deep, I have the hooks. These guys shallow out their zones or add depth to it if they need to. They play them perfect. So you can kind of run it. I mean, do you see what I'm saying there? So once I take away his run, and he knew that I could, now he's going to start throwing into the zones, the Steelers. And also I'm blitzing hot up the middle. I think this is the one where I missed a 52-yarder. But I could open up my offense. I could run other offenses, but why? I'm going to have low turnovers running the West Coast. I'm going to be able to stop you on defense. Triangle was open early, but no, I don't think this is I don't miss a field goal from this distance.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go.
Triangle. Wrong read. You see triangle, guys? Wide open.
We have an injured Bengals player making his way over to the bench. It's now second down, 10 yards to go.
Triangle again.
Going for the end zone.
Late. What am I doing right now? Obviously what I'm doing is I'm trying to disrespect this guy and sneak. But he's giving me the flats. Remember, but this is a tough one because he can't really stop the run, but he can slow it down. So I'm really not thinking the flats. Usually when I go to the flats, it's because I know that the guy has a legitimate way to stop the toss. And so I have to use the toss as the flats as my run. The flats to the back. And there I was just going to make sure I got my 3. And there's Ward with 5 catches. As you can see, I could have probably been up near the end zone if I just would have thrown it a flat. So use your flats, guys. Which, as you can see in my my Detroit videos and my Bills videos, that I really start using the flats. But on this one, I'm so comfortable that I'm not doing that, and I could have let him back into the game actually, but.
And he gets the ball at the 5. Gets to about the 24 before going down.
He's still out in the 2 wide. And what did we do here? We did the linebacker contain, and for my life of me, I don't know why. Let me see. Well, now they have momentum, but that play worked earlier. Remember, against the linebacker contain. But I should have just came out in that 3 deep QB spy. If you know he's gonna run, come out in that. And then if he throws on it, he's not going to get anything deep. If he makes the wrong read, he'll be thrown into somebody. Oh, I know why. There you go. It was just halftime. That's why I did it. In case he tried to come out in a screen or anything like that, or if he wanted to throw deep, I had it.
They drop the runner at the 28-yard line.
Oh, here I'm showing you guys again, so you'll get a better view. Miller at the blocker. All right, Harrison, 99 at the backer. Kiesel, 80-something at the end. Look at the 2 ends when you move the Aaron Smith into the tackle. Timmons from the middle. And obviously this guy is a stud. Okay, so we're back. 27, I don't know what that beat was. Oh, that was my phone ring. Called timeout. Not sure why. Oh, maybe because I came out in the passing D or something. And I didn't have the 3 deep into my audible because